Hey, so I recently uploaded a video talking about the lies that Thai YouTubers make when they're producing videos about Thailand. And in order to basically combat that, I want to make a video about the actual positives of Thai YouTubers that might be overlooked or missed by people when discussing the content that's being put out there. Now, I'm going to try and stay positive with these videos when I go through them. There are some videos that I haven't seen yet, so I may make some comments about them that I don't agree with. Let's just get into it. So this is Mac TV Travel Learn Inspire. Now, he's blown up over the last year, and I can completely understand why. His personality for YouTube is really good, and the video editing style that he produces and the way that he makes the videos, they are incredible. You may not notice it with his videos, but basically you're looking at like every 2 seconds maximum, there is some type of edit in his videos, whether it's just a transition, whether it's an effect, whether it's just a quick zoom in, zoom out. The way that he keeps the pacing up is incredible.
By the end of this video, I promise you're going to learn everything that you need to know about what nobody tells you about living life here in Thailand. Let's get into it. Number one, the expat bubble versus real Thai life.
You saw then that it was probably around about 20 to 25 different edits within just the first 13 seconds. So he understands pacing incredibly. He's also really good at driving the attention towards what he's focusing on. Whether it's him, whether it's something on screen, he knows how to get the viewer's attention to focus on something specifically. It's just so rapid. I know there's a lot of older people who may not like the style of his videos, but the way that he produces them takes a lot of talent and a lot of work.
You can find all that stuff everywhere here. Number five.
Like, did you see that? The amount of different shots that he produced by himself just walking into that cafe. 1 shot, 2 shot, sitting down, 3 shot. To us, that's like 2 seconds worth of video, but to him, that probably took around about like 2 or 3 minutes to produce because he had to put the camera down, make sure that there was nobody walking through, getting in their way, and then edit that together and make it transition smoothly. There's a lot of time and effort put into these videos that a lot of people don't appreciate, and this guy is really, really good at it.
There's not many jobs for foreigners here. You can't be a builder, an electrician, anything to do with engineering.
This is the only part where I get frustrated. You can't be an engineer in Thailand? Yeah. So besides those tiny little things where it's like, why did you say that when you don't know what you're talking about? The rest of the video is absolutely amazing, and it only goes for 9 minutes and 36 seconds, but the amount of information, the amount of effort, and the amount of editing that goes into producing a video like this, the amount of time that goes into producing an entire video like this by himself is probably around about 20 to 30 hours, and it is so well done. I consider this guy to be the best YouTuber in Thailand right now. The only people that I would say that are very similar to being on par with him are Keis One and CB Media. On that note,
right now in 2025, Bangkok is becoming one of the largest hubs for digital nomads.
he is damn good at cinematography.
Wow, who is that?
That's Bangkok.
Nia.
So a good cinematographer doesn't want you to notice what goes into the shot. This shot here only goes for 7 seconds, and if you watch, he would have likely set this up to coincide with the timing of the train passing in the background to create a nice visual shot. It only goes for 7 seconds, but you don't know how long it likely took him to be able to set up this shot and make the timing perfect. There's a lot of underestimated cinematography in Keis One's videos that really deserves much more appreciation. He's also probably the master at producing B-roll by himself as well.
Until recently, it was actually quite difficult to get set up here as a digital nomad.
I can't relate to how he maintains the enthusiasm for producing the same content or subjects over and over again. I much prefer it when he delves into his lifestyle and actually shows how he's integrating here, because I think if you take a look at the majority of the YouTubers here, he's one of the only people who's actually integrated into the community quite well. A lot of people who move to Thailand, especially males, will only become friends with, like, say, the security guard at their condo or the local motorbike taxi driver. So the way that he's integrated here And he doesn't make a big thing out of it. Shows that he's actually genuinely sincere about trying to integrate into the community.
And with this new digital nomad visa, you can work for or own a business abroad.
See, every single video that he produces, a lot of people don't notice that these like regular shots where he does the commentary in them, they look amazing. They're like TV production quality shots, and it's just him with a backpack. Like, it's not like he just walked up and just like shoved the camera down and started recording on the spot. There's a lot of work going on in the background to produce these videos to make them look as top tier as they do.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel.
RamzeTravels is probably what I consider the closest YouTube style for Thailand that is similar to mine. Commentary that is based about moving here, which is in a static location, and kind of has that like, I'm trying to present realistic information to you that you might not be getting from other Thai YouTubers. But I find that he tends to drop videos in the morning, which is great for me because I'll basically go in for a shower in the morning, turn on one of his videos or a Tempest TV video who also drops in the morning as well, and just listen to them while I'm getting ready for work.
This usually doesn't apply, but it probably can. But I know about 5 or 6 guys who are...
This is where I get a little bit frustrated with some videos because it's a case of, okay, so RamzeTravels lives in Pattaya, and he's mentioned that he's spoken to like 5 or 6 younger guys who also live in Pattaya, and we're about to watch a video that's saying that you can't make money in Thailand. 6 young guys living in Pattaya is probably not a good frame of reference for coming up with a judgment about the inability to make money in Thailand. I'm assuming they're DTV guys who are basically there having a good time, but they're living in an area where it's just a party town, it's a tourist town. For example, every time I go into the sales office in Bangkok with my company, they're located in a building on, I think, Soi 33 or 31. And whenever I go into the building, I will see so many young Falangs who are in suits and ties going up and down in that building, obviously doing corporate work. I wouldn't use 6 young dudes living in Pattaya as a good frame of reference about whether you can make money in Thailand or not. This guy, Pattaya Owl, has been popping up on my channel recently, and I'm not sure why.
Hi everyone, I've just quit my job to move to Pattaya.
Fuck. There is like 10 things wrong with what just happened in the first 9 seconds of this video. 2016 YouTube called and they want their music back. I just quit my job and I'm moving to Pattaya and I'm talking to the camera like you're all fucking kids. I said that I was going to try and be positive, but fuck. How long is this introduction? It's still
right, everyone.
Oh my god. 24-second introduction using music from 2016 commercial royalty-free stuff that, yeah, I mean, that's probably 2014 YouTube. And like, for example, this photo here, like, why would you include a slideshow of some random Thai woman squatting on the floor in a thumbs up? Why would you include that as in like the introduction to the video?
Pattaya after 3 trips. I love the place.
After 3 trips. Why are they so easy to spot? At least he's lost his hair already. He'll fit in perfectly. Oh fuck, as soon as I hear a ukulele like that. I really understand why curry is the national dish of the UK.
We'll go and get a brew in a minute, we'll have a chat about it, but I want to know what you guys think of my decision.
Are you sure? I think you're fucking crazy. And he's quit his job and he's moving to Pattaya to make YouTube videos. Fuck. Does somebody want to tell this guy?
12 seconds later.
I've just had an email from AdSense. Thank you for your interest. After reviewing your application, our specialists have found that it does not meet our program criteria.
Yeah, see, this is a lot of things that people misunderstand that are considering moving to Thailand for YouTube. AdSense is going to screw you hard if your idea of trying to produce content is specifically aimed at the red light industry. Since I've been monetized, at least half of my videos, basically are not suitable for ads. Anything that has not sexual connotations, but just things like alcohol or smoking or is in a bar and things like that, they look at that and it's just, yeah, nope. They have like an AI system kind of like checking it. It's not a manual process. So if you want to fight every single video, then you can do that, but like it's just going to be an absolute pain in the ass, which means that, yeah, if you watch a Mac TV video, you'll see that he does a lot of things through the edit to make sure that it's not going to have an issue with AdSense, but I wouldn't be surprised if he's still dealing with like 50% of his videos being flagged as not suitable for ads, and then he has to go through and edit it. Even people like Ride for Kicks, NDTV, Keis One, etc. probably deal with those too, when they're not producing content that you would consider like salacious or anything like that. Anything associated with Pattaya is really difficult, and this guy's entire concept was to move to Thailand to become a Pattaya YouTuber. Yeah, so I have absolutely no idea what this guy's gonna do to make money now. Let's move on.
Hello everybody, behind
Paddy Doyle, really, really good. Thailand wants to make ambassadors for Thai tourism. Paddy Doyle is definitely the first guy that they should go to.
So it has officially been over 8 months that I have been living in Thailand. It's crazy.
Now, Isaiah Ashley is a guy that I've used in a clip before. We're talking about like misinformation, but I don't want those things to reflect on what I feel about the actual YouTuber, because I think Isaiah Ashley is a guy I watch regularly. I think his interviews, the way that he interviews people of color and shows their experience of moving over here is incredibly insightful. And I think that he's probably one of the main reasons that we're starting to see a lot of African Americans move over to Thailand, because he presents it in such a really well done way. I actually watch his videos when they come out because I think he does a really good job of showing kind of like, you know, I mean, I'm a fucking white Aussie dude, you know, so like I don't know what the African American experience is like moving over to Thailand. So it's interesting seeing it from that perspective, and it's really interesting seeing how positive everybody is about it as well. So I really like that he brings that aspect to the platform. While he doesn't have the cinematography quality that people like, say, RamzeTravels or Keis One have, I think what he brings is much more important in regards to the way that he's able to share stories that you're just not getting with other YouTubers right now.
These are whole rotisserie chickens. Got some backpacks, sports equipment. I think I need the hot pink shirt. It's just easy and convenient.
Cal, I've noticed that his videos have started getting hundreds of thousands of views. So he seems to be positioning himself as kind of like the go-to advice guide for people who are holidaying or traveling to Thailand, so that they can get the information that they need as quickly and succinctly as possible. I don't watch his videos because they're not aimed at me, but he seems to be doing really, really well for himself. And from the older videos that I saw of him, he has a really good personality. And yeah, he's got a wife and kid in Bangkok, so I hope he does okay.
It's day, whatever. I'm in, I forgot where I am.
I've seen this girl popping up regularly on YouTube over the last couple of weeks. The reason I can't watch this girl is for one specific reason. Her accent reminds me so much of this chick from Sketch.
Tony! Lovely. And these must be your friends. Sorry?
No, can't do it. Yeah.
Swadikap, Ricky and Isaan here.
Man, I don't know how this guy has done it, eh? Like, the turmoil this guy has gone through is insane. And the fact that he keeps powering on, like, wow. Damn. Like, yeah, I have no idea how I would handle it if my wife passed away. And the fact that he's doing so well for himself is a credit to him. I think he provides a really interesting insight as well. The fact that he's gone through something so traumatic as that here. He's got 2 kids and twins, so he's dealing with his ex-wife's, his deceased wife's family all the time. Plus, he's moved on to a new relationship in a rural area of Thailand where most people wouldn't be able to speak English as well. The amount of difficulty that this guy has gone through, and to come out the other side like he has with this enthusiastic, optimistic view is pretty incredible on his behalf.
Just here in Koh Samui. Been in Thailand for about 2 years now, but
I can't remember if his name's Jack Hopkins or Jake Hopkins, but the amount of like clones that guy has created in Thailand running around who look like this is incredible. Pretty much one of the typical course bras that I've been talking about.
okay, that's the intro. I'm just fucking riffing, but
I think you should have told your editor to cut that part out. A lot of these guys, what they're doing is, I'm sure they're following the Jack Hopkins or Jake Hopkins, whatever his name is, strategy, which is creating some type of personal brand about yourself, which includes making a YouTube channel. They don't really have any content to produce that's interesting. The only way that they can sell it is by making these like ridiculous titles of 20-year-old guys making 20,000 USD per month. Jack, I'm just going to call him Mr. Hopkins. Mr. Hopkins has the charisma to be able to sell his lifestyle quite effectively, whereas the guys, and I talked about them in my last video, the ones that kind of, you know, living in this echo chamber of just cheering each other on, they don't have it. They can fake it for a while. I mean, you can see that he's wearing the fake Rolex on his wrist right now, and he's got the same haircut as Mr. Hopkins as well. I think maybe even the same facial hair, same clothing style as well. So it's kind of like just this copycat, sycophantic culture of these guys who basically just do what their leader tells them to do. The ability to pull this off and basically create kind of your own cult that Mr. Hopkins has done at his young age as well is pretty impressive. It's definitely not ethical, but there you go. You can tell that this is one of these dudes that is basically selling his lifestyle on hanging out in Pattaya or red light areas and just banging bar girls. Dude's pretty good looking as well. I don't understand why he's hanging out in like shit areas like that. He could be easily out. That's because usually the regular beautiful Thai women. See that a lot of guys come over here and they conflate the idea that because Thai girls are nice to them, it means that they must have an awesome personality and they must be really funny, where it's just a case of, no, they know that there's a payday at the end of it, so they're going to be fucking polite. Being a moody prick bar girl is not going to make you money at the end of the night.
A few things we're going to do. Firstly, we're going to...
One of the most ostracizing characters in Thai YouTube, Nick Dean, seems like a decent bloke. I don't get it, you know? Like, yeah, not my style of content, not specifically aimed at me, but I think the production values that he set up with like his live streams that he does and things like that are really cool. Hey, there's another guy that is nowhere near as controversial, is another one, you know, who's obviously come over here, didn't have a lot of production understanding, but has been able to work their personality into creating a really good, you know, the effort, consistent effort as well, into creating a good YouTube channel.
And he's had a few health problems recently, and we'll see if he's better now.
Yeah, I think they should be really happy with what they've achieved. But they're saying that he has a health scare. I hope he's all right. He's a really good bloke.
So if you have questions about how to move to Thailand, how to live here long term, how to get visas, good deals on condos, if you want my network, if you want my help, then please consider just hopping on a call with me. And
perfect example of what I was talking about in my previous video on YouTubers.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel and to today's video. Today I wanted to talk about Thailand and living in Thailand.
I think the reason I actually have a YouTube channel is because of John Canton. So I watched one of his videos where he was talking about how he was having difficulty here and Thailand makes it difficult. And I ended up speaking to Pete from Irish Times and having an interview with him, and because of that I started producing videos and things like that. So it's your fault, John. I've been watching John for a while. He reminds me of, similarly to Brett DV, is it Brett Dev? I think it's Brett Dev. Brett Dev is a teacher who's been making videos about how to move to Thailand for a long time. He's a really good source of information, kind of very forthright in the information that they present. It's specifically mostly information based. It's not personality based. It's not, this is my lifestyle. It's kind of more like, you know, this is what you need to know in regards to trying to get work here or how to live here, etc. But I feel bad for the bloke because he always seems to have like a lot of shit going on in his life that he's not causing himself either. So give the guy a fucking break, man. Like, you know, I hope things work out for him because he seems like a genuinely, sincerely nice guy.
And who we are, so let's get going.
This guy is really well spoken. I have a feeling that he's got a really good education. If you watch his videos, the way that he talks, he has quite a good vocabulary and is very eloquent. Irony. Eloquent in the way that he speaks, the way that he handles himself, and the way that he's doing successfully over here. I think a lot of that has to do with the type of personality and education he had back in the United Kingdom. So yeah, I can definitely see this guy lasting here forever quite easily. Seems to have a lot of smarts about him. Okay, on that note, that's it. I can do this forever. You just see there's going to be a million YouTube videos popping up on my channel constantly. Thanks for watching. See you next time.